You want to get your house sold as quickly as possible for the most money possible. There are simple things that you can do and rules you should follow. Once you see what I have to say, you'll understand. So stay tuned. It all starts right now.
3, 2, 1, 0.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Tom Catlin with Keller Williams Realty Lone Star here in the great state of Texas. I'm glad to present this information to you free of charge, and I hope it helps you sell your house more quickly and with greater ease. There's a key adage that you should remember. Logic makes you think and emotion makes you act. Since buyers buy based on emotion, you want them to be free to think about themselves and not distracted by clutter and tripping over things that might be in your house. That might sound obvious, but you never know. Your job then is to stage your house like a model home and keep it clean as possible. So don't get offended when your agent or an interior designer tells you what to do or makes a suggestion. They're simply doing their job and trying to help you get as much money possible. Declutter is the key. Ease of movement throughout all of the house is key. If you have what we would call a junk room, time to change the name and change your outlook. When it comes to a rental property, however, you may need to rent property because a vacant house tends to make buyers feel compelled to leave once they've looked. Furnishings within allow them to sit down and think and see what their lives would be like for longer. When it comes to other items, there's no need to spend more money on decor or furnishings. Be sure to check out your living areas. When it comes to your living room, your dining room, your media room, or junk room, think about those. Then go and see what the reality is. The idea here is to create a natural flow. They can walk throughout the house without obstruction and able to use all of the doors. They need an ease of movement, and I know I've said that, but that is absolutely so important. How they will make the house their home is what's essential. Staged correctly, a house feels so much bigger. Simple ideas like removing or moving furniture from one to another are very important. And again, ease to walk around, to look around, or to move on to another room is the key. When it comes to pictures, photos, and artwork on your walls, they need to be at or below eye level. Yes, we want them to see everything that you are proud of. However, they're there to see the house and they need to appreciate the wall and not your art. And don't spread things out. We don't want them looking from left to right or right to left and creating a story. We want them focused on their emotions. Group items together when you can. And I strongly encourage neutral colors. Many times I've had buyers refuse to buy a house simply because there was a red accent wall. And while that may not happen to you, why create that opportunity? We want to make sure that we're evoking warm emotions and we're able to give them the opportunity to see themselves in your house and not be distracted by clutter, by tripping, or being unable to access certain rooms or go through other doors. Yes, you should absolutely conform when it comes to these ideas because we want to appeal to the most people. And your job is to do everything you can to make sure that you maximize your offers. We want to make sure that your dreams come true as well. Your plans equal your dreams, and your dreams in almost every case are enabled by the ability for you to pay for things. In other words, to make as much money as possible. And a kitchen is such a common area for distraction and clutter. You must stow all appliances. No excuses. When you use the toaster, put it away. Same thing goes for the coffee maker or whatever else you've pulled out. Stow things when you're not using them. And refrigerators, pun intended, are absolute magnets for all kinds of things. We don't want the buyer to get to know you. We want them to see themselves in their future home. And remember, your goal is as many buyers' eyes as possible. They want to envision their future lives. They don't want to be distracted by your vision of you. Your kitchen needs to be uncluttered. That includes countertops, the refrigerator, and the stove. And if you feel like there's a need for a pop of color somewhere, consider a bowl of fruit with a variety of fruit or some flowers that are fresh cut flowers if at all possible. It's essential that you lean on stagers and your agents so that you are maximizing your opportunity. You want everybody to see those high ceilings. You don't want them to be distracted by the art or the objects that are way up high on those ceilings. And when it comes to large furniture and other things that are surrounding that large furniture, separate. Take them out. Store them. We want them to have a model home experience. You want top dollar? Absolutely. Let's remove the leaves that are in dining room tables and lower the extensions so that the footprint is smaller and they're able to move more freely. Those photos and all those things should be grouped together, and there's a rule of threes. Foreground, midground, background when it comes to photography can also be applied to art on tables and to other things. When it comes to books, put them in bookcases, and when it comes to magazines, you want to store and stow them neatly. Put them in baskets or put them on lower shelves or just put them away. Keep this in mind. Minimizing you helps open buyer eyes to the future selves. That may sound ethereal or crazy, but it's true. Declutter, declutter, and declutter some more. The rule applies to all rooms. There is no such thing as a junk room. It's a rule. It applies to all rooms. Organize the office. Apply the rule of three. Out of sight is absolutely important. Clear and clean the bathroom too. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention this too. There is a troubling reality. People take advantage of situations that present themselves. So out of sight is essential. Out of reach, absolutely. Secured is essential. Don't tempt theft. Lock up your medication or take it with you. Stow and secure all of your security and any collection, because better safe than sorry. This applies to your, these ideas applies to your garage too. Clean them up. Let them see the garage. A lot of agents will say, oh, it's the garage, that's okay. But there's two reasons that you want to make sure they're clean. Will their stuff fit? And you don't want to have to pay for an inspector to come out and re-inspect because the outlets were covered or they couldn't access the attic over the garage. And when it comes to your yard, it needs to be clean. No weeds, no poo-poo, no doo-doo. Get those basic repairs taken care of. Get the mowing taken care of. Don't create leverage to be used against you when it is possible to prevent. My best wish for you and your best wish for you is multiple offers, and that can be a reality. We want a smooth transition from prep work to paperwork at closing. After all, this is what you want. This is what you deserve. Hey, I'm Tom Catlin. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time.